Now, remember, I'm trying to make 17. This now has finally gotten too small. Right? All the time I had been too big, now I went too small. So if this is too small, logically, nothing smaller is ever going to work. So now I cross out the range of everything small. Okay, so my next half then is between 0.0625 and 0.125. That's again the range I haven't crossed out. Well, pull the middle and read right. And this one ends in 0.09375. So I got 4.09375. Whoops. So I'm going to take that and square it. 4.09375 squared is 16.75878. Remember, my target here is 17. I'm at 16.758 here. Right? So that's still too small. Just a smidge, but too small. So I've got to take out everything small, everything to the left. Okay, so one more half I'm looking for between the 0.09375 and the 125. Between those two, you pull the middle and read right. It ends in 109,375. So 4.109,375. Take that and square it, and this will be my last step because I have reached that sixth step at this point. 4.109,375 squared is 16.8869.
Oh my gosh.
Now, still too small, so I've got to take out everything smaller. My solution, again, your solution is a range of numbers. It's the area you have not crossed out at this point. So it's 4.109,375 to 4.125. You will not, as a general rule, stumble across the exact answer. All right, in my homework, it won't happen. It could occasionally happen depending on what the number was, but it's generally, as a rule, not going to happen at all.
It's not supposed to be, but you might have it.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Square root of 30. No lack of writing in today's homework, that's for sure. Okay. All right. Remember, we start off, we're reading on this side of the table, we're looking for 30. Well, 30 would be between 25 and 36. 25 equals 5, 36 equals 6, so it's somewhere between 5 and 6. Okay, so halfway between 5 and 6 to start, that's the easy one. Between 5 and 6 is 5.5. Start off and take 5.5 and square it. 5.5 squared is 30.25. And you can see we're already very, very close. I want 30, I have 30.25. So we're already in the ballpark of where our answer is going to be. But we know 30.25, that's just a little bit too big, so I've got to take out everything bigger, everything to the right. So now I'm looking for the number that's between 5 and 5.5. Again, think of it like money if you need to. Between 5 and 5.25, or $5 and $5.50. It's $5 and a quarter, 5.25. Now, not that that isn't on the half table, not that you couldn't figure it out, but if you're having a hard time figuring out the halves, and you don't like reading the half table, all you got to do to figure out the half is to add the two numbers and divide by 2. Right? So I had crossed out between 5 and 5.5. So on my calculator, I would add 5, 5.5, that's equals, and then divide by 2, and you end up with 5.25. Or in other words, you're finding the average of two numbers. So, now I'm going to take my 5.25 and square it. That's 27.5625. Correct.
No.
That is too small. Remember, my target here is 30. Since 5.25 is too small, nothing smaller is ever going to get me closer. So I take out everything small. All right. So now I'm in the range between 5.25 and 5.5. Okay. So again, fingers on those, hold the middle, read right. This one ends in 0.375. So I've got 5.375. So I'm going to take 5.375 and I'm going to square it. 5.375 squared is 28.890625. What? 28.890625. Now, again, my target here is 30. I'm at 28.89. That's, again, too small. So I've got to take out everything smaller. So from here to the left, it gets crossed out. Now, again, just like the last problem, this is the point where I don't have any more room to write in the number line. So I'm going to jump down. Again, what gets brought down is the area I haven't crossed out. So this in here, 5.375 to 5.5 range. Okay, so now I'm looking for the number that's halfway in between 5.375 and 5.5. Again, put my fingers on the 0.375 and 0.5, hold the middle and read right. And this one ends in 4.375. So 5.4375. Take 5.4375 and square it, and I get 29.566. And I'm getting closer again. I'm coming back towards 30, but still too small. This is still way too small. So I've got to cross